I recognize Senator Bates.
Thank you, Mr. President. Fellow colleagues, I got your attention, please, and some quiet. Sitting at my desk today is the widow of a good friend of mine, Hank Collins. Hank came to Southern Oregon in 1987, was the first non-medical health director we ever had in the county. He soon took on the duties not only of the healthcare director, but human services also. Hank was an unusual man. Came out of Tennessee, about 6'2", tall, thin, had a wonderful southern drawl. Did some very innovative things in our county. Our county was the first one to have an integrated service out in White City, where we brought all the services together of all the different services that Human Services does in one place, so that a person could come in and get their food stamps, get on the health plan, get taken care of. He pioneered programs in mental health and drug and alcohol. He also put together and facilitated the first efforts to clean up the air in the Rogue Valley. The Rogue Valley has very bad air quality because we have an inversion in that area. It's the worst inversion on the West Coast. We now have some of the cleanest air on the West Coast because of what Hank Collins did. And you can read in the Senate concurrent resolution all the things he did for a page and a half for over 20 years down there. But I'd like to say just a couple of words about my friend Hank Collins. I go into his office quite often, and Hank would be sitting behind his desk. It was pretty austere, pretty humble, because Hank was a humble guy. He'd look at me, and he'd say, "Alan, how are you?" And he'd put that "you" in there. And he actually meant what he said. He really wanted to know how I was. And he was that way about all the people in our county, especially those that couldn't speak for themselves. People who suffer from persistent mental illness. People who suffer from drug and alcohol addictions. Young women who were pregnant and needed help. Hank was there for those people, because that's the kind of person Hank Collins was. He died very prematurely at age 56 during our last session on February 12th. So I couldn't attend that funeral. I was up here, and I was very sad not to be there for your husband. We are honoring him today. A great man, a man from Tennessee we're all going to miss, and we all loved. Thank you, Mr. President.